I find most artists haven't budgeted enough for promotion, but I also empathize with the costs. It can get really expensive with recording and making videos and featured artists. I've seen a lot of different amounts thrown out there for track promotion budgets. $150, $500, $1,000. In this video, we take a look at some of the specific amounts, depending on what level you're at, what your goal is, and what kind of budget you're working with. Hey, I'm Todd. I was a longtime label manager for independent label Fearless Records and a former VP of sales at Sony Music. Most of my years in the music industry have been spent developing artists from the ground up, and I'm still doing that today, helping artists earn a living from their music. All the tips you'll find on my channel come from testing thousands of track releases and from my record label experience. Alright, mash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. First of all, this video is about the promotion budget for a single song. Also, I recommend you choose wisely on which songs you're going to spend money on. You don't have to spend money on every song. Pick your priority tracks. And for priority tracks, you're going to want to have some type of video, whether it's a visualizer or a teaser or a lyric video, official music video. If you don't have some type of video, you're going to limit your promotional abilities. But what else is considered promotion? That's advertising, radio, PR, influencer marketing, playlist promotion. And if you can't do all of that stuff in-house, then it can get pretty expensive. The money you spend on your music should be looked at as an investment. Music is an asset, and it can generate money for a lifetime. It's not something where you spend money 1 month and expect to generate a return 3 months later. Somebody asked me the question, how do you make it work? How do you get the most promotion and spend the least amount of money? It sounds like you're trying to plug a hole in your leaky marketing plan. But if you're here, good for you. That means you're trying to figure it out and get it right. I've had quite a few people ask me if I had $150, what would I do to promote my song? That's a tough one, but it'd probably have to be some sort of partnership, like $50 gift cards for 3 different micro-influencers, something like that. But I mean, $150 might insult somebody who calls himself an influencer. So maybe it's more like a favor with an incentive rather than a paid promotion. But backing up for a minute, there's lots of artist collaborations that happen for free, especially with artists at the same level. And the best way to spend money these days is on a featured vocal or guest appearances on your track. It's a great way to expand your reach. Let's talk more about free promotion. Actually, even though I worked at a major, most of my time was spent developing artists, and we had to get very scrappy and come up with lots of ways for free and cheap promotion. And you too have to get good at free promotion. TikTok promotion can be free. Spend time to create fun or clever videos, or pick up on a trend, or do cover songs a cappella or acoustic. Right now, TikTok is driving traffic to Spotify and Apple better than any other platform. And if you don't want to create content of your own, you can always work with another creator to use your sounds, and the cost can be zero. Your friends and other artists can be great sources of free promotion. Ask them to mention you in stories and posts and comments, and ask them to add you to their playlists. And make sure you return the favor. But this video is about spending money, so let's get back to that. So how much should you spend? Many of you are at different levels, so there's no one-size-fits-all solution. We're going to use the spectrum of brand new artist, developing, and established artist. You can work with just a little bit of money or check out some of the more advanced options. Here's my recommended spend range for one of your priority tracks. And again, the tiers are brand new, developing, and established. Now, the numbers to the left are the lowest amount you can spend, and it's okay to spend these amounts. And then the higher budgets are just because I give you like a full-on marketing budget that goes to the max. And this is only a range to help you plan and customize your own budget. Here's sample budget blends for each category. For the brand new artists, most of these are optional, but you'll want to do some sort of social media advertising, and I recommend video view campaigns. We also have YouTube TrueView ads. I put an influencer campaign from free to $500. PR, again, free or $500. Doing PR on a single is a little bit, I don't know. Notice I also mention a guest vocal feature here. That comes from your recording budget. Now for a developing artist, $200 to $8,500, you'll want to do all these ads in that range, but I also added blog banner ads, that's like Rolling Stone, Complex, Pitchfork, Taste of Country, etc. Also, I added a radio discover campaign here. That's not a full-fledged radio campaign. And for established artists, $500 to $10,000 plus. And it includes most of the same stuff, but I added email blasts and a full radio campaign and more of a PR budget. I've got some miscellaneous promotion here too, like tour buy-ons. It's usually $50 to $1,000 per show and a minimum of $5,000 per tour. If you make dance or rhythmic music, you might consider a club or DJ promotion. And then sync pitching houses. Many work on commissions, but there are some that will set a retainer fee if they like your music and are confident that they can provide results. I also wanted to add something about micro-influencers. You can use micro-influencer campaigns to get your song going with a hashtag challenge on TikTok or story shoutouts and memes from Instagram influencers. Maybe even video reactions. Bigger influencers won't do much for less than $5,000, and maybe that's worth it to you. But if you don't have that type of money, you can approach smaller influencers that will work for a lot cheaper. You can do all this outreach to micro-influencers directly yourself. Just make sure you do your research and know that you're getting in front of the exact audience that will like your music. You can also hire agencies to do this for you. But warning, they're not cheap, and prices will keep going up. I'll leave a link to Influencer Marketing Hub, who has a great list of agencies. Alright, there you have it. Leave some comments or questions below. I really appreciate you checking out my channel. I hope I can help you on your way to making music your career. Alright, thanks again.